Hello, hi. My name is Lynn. I am a tarot card reader, amongst other things. And today we're going to do not a collective, an elemental reading for a particular sign or element, maybe with the focus of a sign. And we're going to figure out what reading that is. We're starting fresh with the cycle, so I haven't read a sign in a little while, so let's just get right into it. We're going to pull the signs, the planets, and the numbers to see what synchronicities you've been experiencing or seeing. And if any of these resonate with you, then this is your message. Okay, so this is still collectively a read for this element. So this element, like a fire, earth, water, you know, if you're into zodiacs and stuff like that, which you are because you're here, you could be more than one, depending on your birth chart. You could have more than one, you know, element, like Aries, Leo, Sag for fire, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for earth, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for air, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for water. So any of these, just because your sun sign, which is your main sign, isn't the sign I'm reading, that doesn't necessarily mean the message doesn't resonate for you, because it could be your moon sign or your rising or, you know, descendant, ascendant, whatever, ascending, you know, your Venus, whatever. It could resonate with you somehow, or it could be somebody that's in your energy that you need to hear the message about, or your energies are meshing together, your partner, a friend, family, what have you, or just somebody in your business, right? So yeah, let's take that into consideration. We're gonna find out together who we're reading, and yeah, let's see. Holy Spirit, Divine Light Beings, those with the best intentions for the collective. What sign is this for? We're gonna pull one. Let's take this one, and then we'll do the rest. What sign is this for, Holy Spirit? Gemini. We're reading a focus of Gemini today. So this is gonna be for air signs with a focus on Gemini. And let's see who else, what other signs are heavily aspected into the reading that we're about to read right now. Who else? We have Aquarius twice. So Gemini and Aquarius heavily aspected into the reading. So you could have this as your sun, moon, or something. It's here twice. I have Taurus here as well. So we have some earth signs here. What else? We have Taurus twice. No, this is not Taurus. This is Leo. Is it? Let's turn this around. Yeah, this is Leo. We have Taurus, we have Leo. So that's earth twice, air twice. Interesting. Virgo, earth again. We have Virgo here. So Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. This is in somebody's birth chart. You are your person or somebody significant to you. And lastly, we have Sagittarius. So this is fire. So something about your Sagittarius placement. These places resonate somewhere in the reading. We're going to pull the planets as well here to see how that resonates. The sun, the moon, what planet, and then you can look back into your birth chart and see where these signs place maybe, and see how that makes sense to you, or if you know your person's information or whatever. Let's see what we have. What planets, Spirit, are resonating for the reading? Sun came out twice. So this is definitely somebody's sun sign is one of these signs here. Okay, so that's a thing. I also got, is this Mars? Turn it around. Yes. Is this Mars? I can't tell. No, this is Mercury. So wherever Mercury is placed in your chart is significant. I got Pluto here too, and Neptune, because it's kind of on the side. and the sun again. Yeah, so Pluto and Neptune is significant. I also got Jupiter. It's a lot of power and energy behind Jupiter, wherever your Jupiter is placed. And I got Venus, of course. Venus has been coming up heavily. We've just experienced a lot of Venus with this past moon, this pink moon. Venus was in retrograde at the beginning of the year. This is coming to an end with the 40-day cycle. I'm filming this in the middle of Holy Week. It's Wednesday. So Palm Sunday was just last Sunday. This reading is going to resonate. It's timeless, whenever you see it. But for reference purposes, I'm filming this during Holy Week. Any Catholics out there, or people who may have been may have some experience or knowledge on like that the Catholic and Christian process for Holy Week and Palm Sunday leading up to Easter Sunday, which is going to be this Sunday approaching. Okay, so those are the signs. Let's pull some numbers. Lastly, I forgot about that. That your sun sign is relevant. If one of these is your sun sign or your person's sun sign. Aquarius, heavy on the Taurus. Libra, heavy on the Aquarius. Gemini was the first sign. Remember that. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Okay. Almost a little bit of anything except for, a few signs here and there. So we got quite a bit of mix here. And the planets of the sun, Mercury, Pluto, and Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus. Okay, just to repeat that for you. And let's pull some numbers. What are the numbers and the synchronicities? 12. 11, 11, 11 twice. I have to decline that. 12, 11, 11 twice. 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so 64, 2, 11. I've been seeing that a lot. 11, 12, 11, 11, 12, 11. 42. Somebody could be 42. 64, 46, 24. Yeah. 11, 11. I said that already. 12, 12. A lot of twos, a lot of ones. Okay, I see 5, 5 too also. 7, 7, 7. Wow, I didn't even see that. Lots of ones. Wow, that's a lot of sevens in a row. That's facing me here. Okay, so yeah, those are the numbers. So these could be your birthday combination. Maybe somebody's born in what's that, June? What's that? What is that? Like a Cancer, I think. Something like that. Maybe. Could be the birth month. 4, 6, 2, 11, 12. However it resonates. Numerology, it works a lot of ways. Could be the times. I'm seeing a lot of times that end in 11. 4, even if I say it just once, it could still be 444. You could be seeing 444, 666, 222, 111, I said, 12, 12, 10, 10 as well is a thing too, I see. So yeah, those are the numbers. I shuffled once. I'm going to be pulling from this trainer deck here. Oh, look at the Emperor, giving and receiving. That's what I'm going to be pulling from today for tarot. I might do, I'm also going to do the Kipper-ish deck from Ikev, Intuitive Kev, and the Archangel deck by Diana Cooper, which I like, and the New Orleans deck, which I love. So it'll be these two today. I don't have the case for this. I threw it out, but it's a trainer deck with all the aspects on there. And I have Intuitive Kipper-ish deck. We're gonna pull Oracle from this. And possibly some of the Panther as well. Panther deck. Okay, I'm going to leave these to the side. And maybe not. I'm not sure, depending on how the reading goes. Psychic Tarot. I'll show you those just in case so that you can, you know, do I want to do crystals? And if we get to it, the crystal. Okay, that's quite a bit. It's pretty ambitious. I don't know. I just wanted to show those just to see. We're going to keep it positive. We're not going to do anything too messy here. Okay. Let's put these to the side. Where can I put these? Because they're kind of in my way. I'll put it right here. So let's see. Let's get right into it. Okay, Holy Spirit. I've shuffled already once. What are the messages for the collective? We're reading Gemini. Air signs with the focus of Gemini. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Oh, okay. So 5 of Pentacles energy here. So Geminis. Yeah, Mercury. Mercury was relevant here too in the reading. Taurus is here. That was also there. See that? Somebody feels left out in the cold. Maybe going through financial struggle. Ooh, wish fulfillment is in reverse. None of my cards are in reverse. I did a read earlier online, so maybe that's why this got left in reverse there. But that's interesting. Maybe you're not getting a wish that you wanted, Geminis. Yeah, I hope you can't hear that. Let me just see something. I don't think you can. I don't know. We're going to hope that you can. Let's put on Kristen Teeb. That's pretty positive. But yeah, it looks like somebody's not getting a wish fulfillment and they're going through maybe some financial struggle or loss. Isolation or recession. Tell me more, Spirit. Focus on Gemini, air signs. What else do you have? That's too much. Just one card at a time, Spirit. Going back and forth, juggling possible decision or priorities. Maybe you have a lot of priorities. Jupiter is here as well. Again, did we say Capricorn? Capricorn's not here, but Jupiter is. So that's confirmation with the dice. Jupiter's right there. So trying to find balance, Gemini, seems like. Time management, adaptability. Maybe you had to make a choice. Could be some chatter around this or maybe some new information. Let's look at the significance of Jupiter. I feel like I have already, but I feel compelled to look that up. Jupiter in astrology. Oh, principles of growth. Okay. Expansion, good fortune, abundance, optimism. That's interesting. So you really should look into where your Jupiter is placed in your birth chart here. Okay? Oh, look at that. And I have mine right there. Is that Jupiter? Okay. That's interesting. And, oh man. Somebody is at the door. So look at where your Jupiter is placed, what house, and that significance. Just give me 1 second. I have to answer the door. 1 second. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, so look at where Jupiter is. This had to do, okay, so maybe a Gemini, air signs, you had a decision to make. Capricorn, significant. Third eye. Look at Gemini here again, too, at the bottom. Heavy on the Gemini. And this decision had to do with your abundance. Maybe you didn't make the right decision. I don't know. Making a choice. You made a choice. And this had to do with your abundance, okay? With your fortune. I'm getting like you waged something on your fortune. I hope you guys can't hear that. They're blowing the leaves outside. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to talk louder. Maybe that will help. Let me get some more on this energy, Spirit. Tell me more. Gemini. Air signs. What else? Oh, Queen of Swords. Libra, third eye again. So somebody was definitely using their mind and not their heart so much. Independent, clear communication. Somebody put up boundaries possibly to this towards this Gemini, or maybe this is you, Gemini, but we got the Queen of Swords here. Somebody could be a bit cold too, this person. But this decision had to do with your abundance because of Jupiter, and there's a Five of Pentacles here. So somebody's sitting in the Five of Pentacles possibly because of a decision. Or let's see how this develops. Let's see. The Temperance here. Something balanced out. Is that Jupiter again? Yes, it is. This is about money and abundance of some sort of way, because Jupiter is here. This is 3 times now in the dice here, twice in the cards. Sagittarius is here as well. See where your Sagittarius is in your chart. My hands is itching. But somebody's a bit cold here, cold-hearted. What else, Spirit? Were you a Queen of Swords in making this decision? Whoa, that flew out on the cusp, kind of like sideways. So somebody feels like they have broken dreams, creative blocks, emotional vulnerability, immaturity, or envy. This came out sideways. So you could feel as if you're lacking. I'm going to take it in reverse. Broken dreams, creative blocks. Could feel like you're lacking. Yeah, that makes sense, because if it came out sideways on the Queen of Swords, came out sideways on the Queen of Swords like this. So this person is a bit cold, not using their heart chakra could be blocked. Creative blocks. This is a Page of Cups. This is supposed to be something emotional, something with emotions. You know? A bright future, positivity. This is lacking this. In reverse, this is somebody who has broken dreams. Emotionally vulnerable, they feel. Could be a bit envious and jealous. This may not be collective. This could be somebody in your energy collective, because, I mean, the collective is, you know, I'd like to think they're developed. But I'm reading for anybody. Maybe the karmic or somebody in their karmic phase of life right now could need this guidance, could need me to speak to them. So we're just gonna speak and see what the message is. I work for Spirit, so. One more card, Spirit. What else about this? What would you like to say about this? What about this energy for air signs, Gemini, focus? Oh, that is a lot. I'm not going to take all that. See a 10 of Pentacles. This is a lot of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Sharing. Somebody wanted to share wealth or shared wealth. Something about a generational wealth. A lot of wealth here. What else? Yeah. Losing sleep. Mars, Gemini again. So there's a Gemini here that's losing some sleep possibly. Anxiety, fear, despair, hopelessness, isolation, nightmares. They're at a breaking point, feel a bit anguished and overwhelmed. Is this why you feel like you're in a 5 of Pentacles? Who am I reading, dear God? Okay. It's totally fine. This could be somebody in your energy, guys. Okay? Keep that in mind, too. Tell me about this. Oh, it's 2 of Cups. This could be a love situation. Venus is here. Venus was here. Third eye. Oh, there's this third eye twice. Could be something with the sacral chakra. Somebody's holding their head in their face at night. Their face is in their palms. Tell me more about this 5 of Pentacles, Spirit. If you're in this person's, if this person's in your energy, then this is why I'm reading them. So, and I'm picking up their energy. And if this is not yours, this could be somebody who's in your energy. So the Sun, somebody's getting clarity on why they're in the Five of Pentacles. Leo was here as well. This could be a sign. Sun, the Sun card. The Sun is on this card. Solar plexus again. So maybe your solar plexus is blocked, or this could have something to do with your motivation. But the Sun also means truth. Somebody's facing the truth or reality of things. Illumination. There's been a light shined on something. King of Cups on the bottom. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. What about this Two of Pentacles? What about this decision, Spirit? What about this? Oh, solar plexus again. Jupiter and Gemini again. I'm not lying. Look, there's a second card. Rapid change. Mercury, solar plexus, Sagittarius again. There was a decision. Going back and forth about a decision. Victim mentality, feeling trapped, restricted, helpless, imprisonment. Somebody felt imprisoned, helpless. There's some sort of speed behind this, or there was a lot of energy behind this. Someone did something several times. Look at how they're all towards this person. Look at all that coming at that person like that. That doesn't look good, right? This has to do with Jupiter, somebody's abundance. Somebody tried to tie up somebody's abundance, or Gemini. Solar plexus. Had it solar plexus twice. So it's almost like somebody wanted to stop somebody's motion or movement. Bind them, make them feel powerless. Or is this how you felt, Gemini? This has to do with a Gemini. And Jupiter again. So abundance. Jupiter is the placement in your birth chart that holds your abundance and success. There was a lot done towards this, towards you. Look how it's going straight towards this person that's tied up. Or maybe you felt like a victim in some sort. High Priestess, this is the truth. This is the truth. Yeah. So somebody's gotten clarity on their Five of Pentacles. Why they're in the Five of Pentacles? It was because somebody was attacking or making them feel trapped. Restricting their abundance. But there was a decision on this. Somebody made a decision to do this. Because this person went back and forth. They made a decision. Juggling. They juggled this decision for a little while. And something was sent to this person. Not only were they binded up, but then 8 wands came rapidly. That's crazy. High Priestess, this is the truth. This is what happened. Third eye, somebody can see. Because third eye is here several times. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. What about this Queen of Swords here? Spirit. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Oh, she can see through the illusions. Third eye again. Neptune. Neptune came out. That's here. Illusion. Intuition, fear, anxiety, deception. So somebody was not afraid to walk under the light of the moon. And that sword illuminated the way, the truth, clarity. Queen of Swords has clarity through the moon, illusions. Either that or you were giving out illusions. No, that doesn't go. That's two totally opposite things here. Queen of Swords and the Moon. Something about the Moon and the Queen of Swords here. Because the Queen of Swords is honest. Communication, clear. She could be a bit cold, though. Clear boundaries. And then the moon is illusions. Subconscious. It's not clear. You have to really use your intuition to be able to navigate through the light of the moon because it's still dark. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation. Or someone tried to place illusions over a Queen of Swords. Somebody who speaks the truth, who can see with their third eye. Tell me about this Page of Cups in reverse. This is interesting. Whoa. This is a lot. I got the Justice card in reverse. I'm going to take that. Something illegal was done. Venus. Libra. Libra is here twice. Confirmation. Maybe to the Queen of Swords. I'm not sure. Prejudice. Injustice. Legal complications. Dishonesty. Failure to take responsibility. Somebody's not being accountable. They were unfair. Maybe they used this moon to create illusions. That's a person that's in reverse. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Temperance, King of Swords. We got a match out here. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and we got a Queen of Cups. Abandonment and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. I'm not taking these though. But we do have the Justice card. So somebody was inspired by envy to do something possibly illegal or unjust. Because the Justice, whatever they did with this Page of Cups in reverse, it was because they didn't. I smell coffee. Because my ancestors are here. Whoa, there's a lot of energy right now. Somebody's building something outside. If you hear that noise, that's what that is. I'm sorry. But there was definitely something unjust here. Illegal confirmation. I don't know if you guys can hear my computer. You probably can't. But there's a sound going off when I receive a message or an email. And every time I talk about this injustice, I get a ding. There's definitely something that was unjust that was done. Having to do with this Queen of Swords or because of this Queen of Swords. And it was an illusion, deceit. Somebody was lying. Delusion, or was delusional? I get that too. Now they're in despair. High Priestess again. This is the truth. I'm on it. How can a Queen of Swords give out illusions? You're supposed to give the truth. It's crazy. Or maybe it's just that it's the Queen of Swords, not because you're honest. It's just that you're cold-hearted. You have to be cold-hearted. Maybe that's why the Page of Cups came out in reverse next. To do something like this. Whatever it was, you did it repetitively. With this person's arms tied. So it wasn't even like a fair thing. This person wasn't fighting you. But you went back and forth about this decision though. Your intuition was trying to tell you not to do this. And this is what put you in the Five of Pentacles. Who am I reading? Now you're getting clarity on this. Tell me about this. How many swords is that? I think it's 9. Gemini again. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. What's keeping you up at night? Tell me more about this energy. What's giving you all this anxiety and fear? And maybe it's because you did something illegal. What's keeping you up at night? You want to defend yourself? Being defensive? Or maybe this person defended themselves? Defensive. You're strong-willed. Defending what you think is right. Mars, solar plexus. This could be the delusion. This Queen of Swords is delusional. Do you think this is right? You're defending this because you think this is right? Mars, again, solar plexus and sacral chakra. Leo, again. Leo and Gemini, Capricorn. Taurus here, too. This person is actually being defensive. Oh, that's why you're lacking accountability. That makes sense. Failure to take responsibility. But you're losing sleep at night. Because you know that essentially what you did was unjust. I don't know what this is. Maybe you're here so that you can get some guidance. This is what's kind of coming out in the cards, though. Let me see. What is this Six of Pentacles here? We don't have too much time. I don't want to stay on this too long. 444 on the timer. What is this illumination and the Six of Pentacles, Spirit? Whoa. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. The illumination, there's some sort of collaboration. You're getting light on your Five of Pentacles, on why you're in the Five of Pentacles. It could be because of a collaboration. Nine of Pentacles. Did you go from a group to being by yourself? Nine of Pentacles. Venus again. Mars, Capricorn, Virgo. So this was like, maybe you did this, maybe this was some sort of team effort. You learned this, but somewhere along the way, somebody went off into a Nine of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency, independence, security, rewarded efforts. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles. What do you mean by this? Nine of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. What do you mean by the Nine of Pentacles? Because that's going from a group to going by yourself. But that's abundance, though. So what are we focusing on here? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Spirit. What does that mean? What's this Nine of Pentacles mean? The message clear for me. King of Swords. There goes the pair. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. We got a pair here. So there was some sort of collaborative effort, but somebody went off on their own. Going after a Nine of Pentacles. I don't know. Maybe this king? Maybe this king here? Nine of Pentacles? Because you started out as a group. Then you got into a Nine of Pentacles on your own. This King of Pentacles, maybe? What? A missed opportunity. Tell me about this nine. What is this Nine of Pentacles? That's too much. What's this Nine of Pentacles with this King of Swords? Oh, okay. That's what that means. Maybe somebody feels like they were better off on their own. Because this is coming out as a 5 of Cups now. It's not Pentacles, but it's emotional loss, sorrow, grief. I saw the missed opportunity. So you missed out on this. You were better off on your own type of thing. Because the missed opportunity is the 9 of Pentacles. Could be this, could having to do with this King of Swords. Because I'm like, what's with the 9 of Pentacles? But this person is in this, they're disappointed. Maybe the King of Swords is disappointed because somebody done went off into a 9 of Pentacles. That's by themselves. They're not collaborating anymore. Maybe they got clarity on why they're in the 5 of Pentacles. And it was because they were collaborating with somebody in this group. And that's making this King of Swords sad. That you've decided to switch up and go on your own. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity though. There's an opportunity missed here or something like that. Or disconnected from spirit. I keep seeing this Knight of Cups. Something about offering a cup of love. Scorpio's here a few times too. Somebody's in a 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. But they moved from being in a group to independence. And they're a King of Swords now. This could have to do with this Queen of Swords. You're both matching energy, pretty cold-hearted. There was juggling here. I don't know. Let's see. What about this juggling and this 9 of Swords? How many swords is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 of Swords and 8 of Wands. What about the 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands? Spirit. 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands. And 2 of Pentacles. Oh, this is what they were trying to bind up, the Empress. They could have death to their 10 of Pentacles, death to their abundance. But they're an Empress. Look at that. This is who they were trying to bind up. They were trying to bind up an inheritance. Family inheritance. This person's losing. There goes the Empress. Death to this person's inheritance. Death and transformation to this person's inheritance. This is about an Empress who's abundant. Look at the death right in the middle. This is clarifying all this energy that was sent to this person that they were trying to bind up. Wow. There goes the Jupiter. Is Jupiter here? Venus. But this would be what the Jupiter is about. Your 10 of Pentacles. Mercury, your root, Virgo. Scorpio's here again. Mars, Venus, Taurus. So this person's hardworking. Somebody went back and forth about doing this though. But maybe this Queen of Swords created illusions. A lot of them. Because how could the Queen of Swords be qualified by illusions? That's crazy to me. That's not good. But the Justice was for sure out in reverse. So there's something that was unjust about this 10 of Pentacles and this Empress here. And it has to do with something being done several times towards this person. Several times. Somebody sitting in the 5 of Cups now. Could be this King of Swords. They've decided to go away from this group. Somebody has left this 3 of Pentacles. This was a group effort. I don't know who all the characters are, but there's more than one person that was working against throwing all this energy towards this Empress. Death to the Empress. Somebody walked away. Tell me about this Queen of Swords and the Illusions card, Spirit. Can you clarify this? Queen of Swords and the Illusions. Why is the Queen of Swords here with the Moon and the Illusions? Can you clarify this for me? Holy Spirit, come on, my leaves. Archangels. Queen of Swords. This is a betrayal. Burdens. 10 of Swords. 10 swords in the back. It's either this Queen of Swords wanted to betray somebody or this Queen of Swords was betrayed. With the illusions, with these illusions betrayed this person. A mental breakdown, ruin, failure, bitterness. Betrayal, a deep wound. Gemini. A deep wound, either given by or caused by, or Gemini has been wounded deeply. Betrayed. This illusion that somebody casted illusions under the moon. And this was to betray this person, stab them in the back. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords, the moon with the illusions, Holy Spirit. They were very ambitious about betraying this person, yes. This was the goal. This was a plan. This was supposed to be a financial opportunity. They wanted to steal this inheritance from this Empress. That's clear. The King of Swords possibly could have ducked off of this group, though. I don't know what's up with this King of Swords. Because it says 9 of Pentacles. So this person went off on their own independence. But they're still sitting in loss, grief, and sorrow. Wow. Capricorn again, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody wanted to uproot somebody, rip them out by the root. This was the goal, to betray this person. Wow, they were very skillful about this. Tell me about this Justice, broken heart. Yeah. I'm sure somebody's brokenhearted out here. Of course, all this nonsense that's going on. Of course. They wanted to break this person's heart, or now they're heartbroken, or it was probably fueled by a heartbreak. Maybe they were heartbroken. That's why they did this. I see the king and Queen of Swords. Maybe they were heartbroken, broke each other's heart, or maybe they broke up or something like that. That's when all this came towards the Empress, because this person was moving to a 9 of Pentacles. But somebody's an emotional loss. Maybe because this person left the group and now they're in a 9 of Pentacles. So somebody else is now in a 5 of Cups and lost, despair, and sorrow. This is definitely a separation here of some sort. Tell me about the Justice card and the Page of Cups in reverse. This whole row is reverse. Justice and Page of Cups in reverse. Justice and Page of Cups in reverse. Spirit. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups and the Justice in reverse. Oh, okay. He was trying to sacrifice this person. A tower has come. So somebody has some enlightenment. Yeah, they're getting clarity why they're in the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's getting hit with a tower. A sudden change. Self-surrender. Beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart. This was fueled by a broken heart. You said it was over. You shot right through my heart. Why'd you let these hoes tear what we had right apart? Ooh, I was so... I'm gonna start. You should beware, beware, beware of a woman with a... This is a woman scorned. Maybe this King of Swords was now after this Empress. Because the Empress is abundant. I don't know. This was definitely fueled by a broken heart. Let these hoes tear what we had right apart. Ooh, I was so... Coming right from the start. You should beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart. Baby, last time calling me baby. Crazy, crazy. Last time calling me. They wanted to sacrifice somebody, child. Jesus. I'm getting sacrifice off of this. Or maybe this person's about to surrender. It's a couple things. A tower is hitting right now for sure. Y'all falling out the tower. People falling out the tower. This is happening suddenly. The same way all this was thrown suddenly on this person, this Empress here. This is a sudden change. And this sudden change is sparking a new perspective. And maybe maybe this person wasn't expecting this to happen. Like, oh shit, I got hit with this tower instead? Whoa, well maybe I need to look at some things. This is putting this person into suspension. Like, you need to sit down on ice so you can think about some things. Yeah, that's this illumination of this Five of Pentacles. Now you're understanding why you're in the Five of Pentacles. This tower is teaching you this because you have Justice in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Maybe you were delusional. Maybe you thought you were doing the right thing, fueled by your broken heart, but you were not. Confirmation. This is why you're here. It's okay. I'm going to walk you through it, okay? Step by step. Young nigga get paid. Next. This nine of Swords here and why are you so defensive, love? Let's find out. Whoa. Oh, because of the High Priestess. Put your armor down because this is what's making you so defensive. This is what's got your panties in a bunch. This person could see this whole time. They could see you. The High Priestess is pissing this person off. But you need to embrace this. You're trying to defend yourself against somebody who's intuitive. How do you do that? They can see. They can see in the dark. They can see you. Or maybe this is how you defended yourself. But no, this is not what I'm getting. This is why you're defensive. It's because of this. Because this person is not only an Empress, but they were a High Priestess as well. So now you feel like you need to defend yourself. You're not taking accountability and you're being defensive towards the High Priestess. You felt like you needed to be defensive towards this High Priestess. This person has an inner voice. They hold secrets. So now you're being defensive towards that. That's what's making you so defensive. The High Priestess. All the water that flows in the tarot deck flows from her gown, from her robe. I don't know how you're going to defend yourself from that. They can see all. I don't see it all. They saw you coming from a mile away. You placing these delusions wasn't going to do nothing. I just got a taste for spaghetti. Something has to do with spaghetti. You're defensive. You're defending yourself against this high priestess. Tell me more about this defense and the high priestess spirit. What exactly do you mean? Just in case, because I feel like I already know, but what do you mean? Well, the cycle's done. This chapter is closed. Fulfillment, harmony, achievement, sense of belonging, celebration, wholeness. This cycle is done with you being defensive against, or someone having to be defensive. The high priestess has to be defensive and losing sleep or whatever. However you're resonating in this message, this cycle is done. This is over. This is over. Leo, Saturn. The cycle is complete. This is something divinely guided. It was supposed to happen, I feel like. You kind of helped this high priestess come into their seat. Sit in their throne. By being able to get through these illusions that you placed through the moon. Now the cycle is complete. Everybody's learning lessons here. Some people are on one side of the wheel and some are on the other. This is an interesting read. We have all these other decks to do. Maybe we should do a part 2. I'm going to stop it here so that I can upload it. And then I'm going to come back with my other decks with the part 2 to confirm and clarify and see what comes out. Okay? This was for air signs with influence of Gemini. And yeah, I'm going to see you over in part 2. Okay? Bye.